For more than 40 years, Reba McEntire was the shining face of country music, known for her elegance, professionalism, and warmth. Fans adored her, industry insiders respected her, and she seemed to glide through Nashville like a timeless icon. But behind the sequins and the applause, Reba carried quiet storms, unspoken grievances, betrayals, and professional slights that shaped her every decision. She remembered every slight, every broken promise, and every silent cut that stung deeper than words. And at the Grand Ole Opry's 100th anniversary, the mask slipped just enough for a whisper to echo through the sacred halls. "You know what you did," she murmured backstage, a line that shocked even seasoned veterans. In that moment, the legend of Reba McEntire met the unflinching truth of the industry she had mastered, a story of resilience, betrayal, and the quiet power of standing on her own terms. 1. Vince Gill, The Silent Betrayal. The 2001 Country Music Association Awards were meant to honor Reba McEntire's decades of dedication. She was at the pinnacle of her craft, respected, admired, and poised to perform a special duet celebrating her influence across generations. Everything was set, rehearsals smooth, costumes dazzling, schedules confirmed. Then, hours before the final run-through, her manager received a call. The duet was canceled and Reba's slot quietly removed. Vince Gill, once a trusted colleague, would perform instead. No explanation, no apology, just silence. The official story cited scheduling conflicts, but Nashville insiders knew better. It was about politics, influence, and power. Reba's admiration and trust had been taken for granted. She performed solo, flawless but distant, a calm exterior masking heartbreak. That night, she realized that loyalty and friendship were fragile currencies. Vince's choice marked a turning point, teaching Reba that respect could be withheld even by those she held closest. From then on, she scrutinized the intentions of her peers, learning to protect her voice, her presence, and her dignity above all else. 2. Travis Tritt, Exclusion by Design. The second betrayal came with a collaborative all-star recording meant to celebrate country music's roots. Reba's name was initially included, her powerful presence seen as essential to the project. Weeks later, she discovered her name had been erased. Travis Tritt, influential behind the scenes, reportedly argued that the song was a men's anthem and that Reba's inclusion threatened his spotlight. Others suspected old-school gatekeeping, a belief that certain stages belonged only to men. Producers listened and Reba was quietly removed. She learned of it from a studio friend, not her label or team. Months later, when invited to a charity concert organized by Tritt's Circle, she was canceled again without explanation. That experience hardened her resolve. Her focus shifted from pleasing gatekeepers to building her own control. She expanded her television work, nurtured her record label, and safeguarded her career. Reba's trust in the inner workings of Nashville was broken. She realized respect was not freely given. It had to be earned or fiercely reclaimed, even if it meant walking away from long-established systems. 3. Tanya Tucker, From Friendship to Betrayal. In the 1980s and 1990s, Reba and Tanya Tucker shared a visible bond, redefining what women could accomplish in country music. They co-hosted events, supported each other publicly, and navigated a male-dominated industry together. But their alliance fractured during a televised Hall of Fame tribute. Reba had been the natural choice to co-host, admired for her eloquence and experience. At the last moment, Tanya's team struck a private deal with producers, offering exclusive access to backstage content in exchange for Tanya hosting solo. Reba was blindsided, learning of the change through promotional materials, not through a friend or Tanya herself. The betrayal wasn't just professional, it was deeply personal. The camaraderie vanished. At red carpet events, the warmth between them cooled into polite distance. Years later, during the CMA's all-female tribute, Reba was excluded entirely while Tanya led the performance. Reba said nothing publicly, but her silence conveyed disappointment and disapproval. This rupture illustrated a harsh lesson. Even friendships in the music world are fragile when ambition, opportunity, and visibility intersect. 4. Naomi Judd, A Broken Goodbye. By 2022, Reba had endured decades of heartbreak and professional setbacks, but Naomi Judd's televised memorial tested her resilience in a new way. Reba was invited to close the show with a deeply personal performance, honoring both Naomi's legacy and their shared history. She prepared meticulously, adjusting her tour schedule, rehearsing, and bringing her heart to the stage. Then, just one day before the event, her performance slot was altered, moved forward, and diminished. 2 Opry board members with prior tensions with Reba had intervened. There were no calls, no explanations, just an emailed revised schedule. Reba showed up anyway, performing beautifully but quietly, leaving without fanfare. Her brief comment later, "That night broke my heart in more ways than one," revealed layers of grief and professional disappointment. The public might not have understood, but insiders recognized the symbolism. Even at the height of her respect and talent, Reba's voice could be muted by politics, influence, and power plays. The event became a pivotal moment, solidifying her commitment to self-determination and independence. 5. The Fifth Betrayal, The Unnamed Reckoning. The fifth betrayal remains shrouded in mystery, known only to Reba and those closest to her. It involved a major co-headlining tour in the early 2000s, planned to unite two of country music's biggest stars. Reba cleared her schedule, rehearsed extensively, and supported promotional efforts, only to have the project vanish overnight. Another artist took her place. There were no calls, no explanations, only silence. Whispers suggest Gar Brooks, Alan Jackson, or a powerful Opry board member may have been involved, but no confirmation exists. This incident left Reba's trust shattered, marking the final evolution of her professional independence. From that point forward, she focused on projects she could control entirely, creating her own opportunities and selectively collaborating. Silence became her instrument of power, as effective as any song or performance. Fans dissect her memoirs and interviews, reading between lines, but Reba remains deliberate in withholding names. The lesson was clear: respect is fragile, and reclaiming it sometimes requires stepping away from systems that fail to honor your value. Conclusion: resilience, integrity, and reclaiming power. Reba McEntire's story is a testament to resilience in an industry built on visibility, influence, and politics. Each betrayal, from Vince Gill's last-minute replacement to the unnamed fifth act of erasure, reveals how even legends must navigate loyalty, ego, and gatekeeping. What sets Reba apart is her response. She endured, adapted, and ultimately reclaimed control over her career. Her silence is deliberate, her independence hard-earned. She transformed setbacks into lessons, turning disappointment into strategy, and private hurt into quiet power. Beyond awards, duets, and tributes, Reba demonstrates that lasting respect in country music is not granted automatically. It is negotiated, protected, and at times reclaimed by walking away. Her whisper at the Opry's 100th anniversary wasn't just words, it was the culmination of decades of unacknowledged strength. In an industry where charm and diplomacy often mask deeper truths, Reba McEntire stands as a beacon of integrity, proving that grace and resilience can coexist with unyielding principle.